Live. Now, you might be thinking, hey, this is DVD, this is what I was talking about earlier on in the week. This is what I was talking about on Monday. This game is fucking addicting. Oh, you bastard. This game is so fucking addicting. Right? But this game also has fucking ruined me. Absolutely ruined me. Because, right, and I will. There has achievements, and the achievements are annoying. There's two, I only have two to get in this game, right? And one of them, annoyingly, is like the should technically be easiest achievement as such. There's one, right, so basically, right, let me scroll down just to show you how much the annoyingness of this. There's technically 3 achievements. I think I'm missing a handful, right, but like there's a couple that are like easy as fuck to do.
Bitch, what the fuck you do? Bitch, I freeze you fucking do. What the fuck is up, Kyle? What the fuck you better stop? It's empty. It's empty.
Oh.
I get no flick cause of y'all. Yeah, now we'll get a flick cause of me.
So, right. There's a couple of achievements. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 still to go, right? There's 7 achievements still to go, right? Out of, yes, I don't know. I'm at 11 of 18 achievements, there we go. Right, so one of them that I should just naturally be able to do is hit the basketball net with the basketball, the beach ball, and a leaf bag. I actually should have done that already. I realised I was kicking a football, trying to figure out how to get the football to go up atop. It turns out not the case. It's it's a leaf bag. So that one I should actually be able to do. There is another one, right, that's going to actually ruin my fucking life, right? This one's going to ruin my life. Collect all the mysterious photos. I'm at 5 of 8. Now, what I want to do essentially is a run where we just try and get all of the achievements done, minus one of them, but I want to like try and like really fucking go hard for one of them. The other one, right, is trash get ball, right? Dump a leaf bag while being at least 15 meters away from the trash bin. I have fucking consistently got it at 14 fucking meters, and it's doing my fucking tits in, right? I can't get this fucking achievement, right? I think I know I'm at the exact spot I need to be, but I need to do some mad fucking like hula hoop bullshit to get it. There's another one which is perfectionist, complete all objectives in the game. I don't actually know specifically what that means. I think it might mean complete all the achievements potentially, but I don't know, right? There's another one that says complete the game without repairing any leaf inlet. Now, ironically, I should have got that achievement, but I clicked one by mistake, not knowing what the fuck it was, right? But my first playthrough, I should have got that. I will attempt to do that one at some point. Right. The other one is earn the immense number of shake leaves of $700. Right. Now, annoyingly, I've got it to 565, and I didn't realize it was achievement. And the last one, the need for sweep, is complete the game in under 40 minutes. My current record is 56 minutes, but I have also been relatively pissing about, so I do think I can easily cut 16 minutes after that. So the real thing is, do I go for a whack of these achievements in one go and then try and go for the 40-minute one, or do I go with the 40-minute one first but know that I'm doing none of these achievements? For instance, the finding all the mysterious photos. I know there's 8, we found 5, right? So I'm kind of like going to do one run where we're just going to try and get as much of it done as possible, achievements wise, is what I'm going to do, okay? And then we'll attempt to maybe tomorrow, when I do, hopefully, I should be able to stream tomorrow. If I'm able to stream tomorrow, I think the idea is going to be try to get that 40-minute one, or maybe we get all of these done and we just try go mental. But this game is A, very calm, B, very much necessary, and C, just in general, it's actually a good bit of fun. As I say, like, I watched, so the world record for this game to get complete is 21 minutes. How the fuck someone done this in 21 minutes, I will not really understand, to be honest. But I have seen the route to how they do it, to be quite honest. It was fucking impressive. It was really cool watching. I love speedruns though, right? Like, I fucking love speedrunning shit. So like, for me personally, I was like, oh, I wonder how they do it. So like, the idea is basically the inlets are these things, but this one, see how it says repair for 0? That was the thing that fucked me, because I clicked on it not realising what it was basically. Now obviously, the photos, there's one here, right? We have 1 of 8. I think there's a way to interact with this somehow, and I haven't figured it out yet. But in general, throw yourself down the well. The problem is you can't get into it, but I just feel like there's something to it, you know. But like, I know that, so there's 2, right? If any of them open potentially, the things like the bag upgrade is the thing we want to upgrade as soon as possible in general, but it's just trying to find these. So like, I know there's 1, 2, so we found 2 of the photos, right? And then what I want to do actually is pick up enough leaves to make a bag, actually, well I remember what we want to do. We actually need to like get a couple of things done first. Because I watched this person speedrun this game, and honest to God, like, it was the sexiest thing I've ever watched. As somebody figuring out how to play this game in 20 minutes, right? It just was honestly it was something to behold, is all I'm going to say, right? But like, legitimately, right, when I say it was funny as shit watching it, they did some parkour level shit in this game that fucking blew my socks off. Like, they put a bag, they made a trash bag there, so they could vault there, and then vault over this completely, as such, so that they could then chuck a bag there that got to land. Oh, it was sort of fucking mesmerising. But aye, so the idea is I want to try and find all the photos. That's the big thing. I also don't want to use the inlets. The inlets we're going to try and avoid using so that we can get this achievement done as best as possible. We need to get the bag. We need the bag, so we need to get the bag shortly so that I can, what's the word? It was 75. If I pick up 15, then we can buy the bag. That would save my life. I mean, this person like had it like, oh no, wait, apparently it's not. I thought it was a leaf. How much is 1 leaf? 0.01. It's a 12, is that right? Yeah, something like that. But yeah, we just want this as soon as possible. Now, one of the things we can do is upgrades and shit. So there's like shopping that thing, find a way into the garage. The garage is the easy thing to do, to be fair. The upgrades gives us some options, and then so like basically what it wants is it wants you to do this, right? But I think if I don't have the sprint option, I won't be able to make it there in time before it shuts. You see? But what I watched was basically the guy. What he did was he got the leaves, right? He got the leaves so that he could chuck the bag in the bag because it was there. Stopped the door from shutting or something. It was like, honest to God, it was magical watching this guy play. This person playing this game was genius. But it was fun, like, and it's nice and calm. And that is what I need in my life right now, because I am beyond tired as such. Now, obviously, I am going to want to do this enough so we can then graspy. Oh shit, it helps if you spendy. Alright. And then that helps us a wee bit. We want to basically get that up as fast as possible. When's the 24-hour stream for 700 followers? Well, there isn't one. We needed to get to 800, Rebecca. That was the goal. The goal was 800. I do still owe you a Bob Ross stream, to be fair. That is true. That is very true. It's funny as well, right? Because that Bob Ross stream was meant for like the 300th follower. We've actually like eclipsed that like quite a bit now. Yeah, I probably should get on that one at some point. Yeah, that's true. We should have a look at that one. You know, the problem is it's like if you just don't get held accountable, you know. Well, like I'm a big DBD streamer now, you know, and I don't have to be held accountable, you know, and I'll report you if I have to. Well, guess what? Oh, it's my birthday on Tuesday. How did I not know that? I did. It was the start of August. I'm shocked you've not tried to get some mad party going because you're a shite pal. I mean, yeah, that is very true. To be fair though, right, I give fuck all shits about birthdays in general, right? Like, just in general. Like, I don't care for my birthday, which means I'm highly suspiciously not going to care for many people's birthdays. You know, the only birthday I really care for might be Jesus, you know, and that's only if I get a day off work, you know, in which case then I care for it a little bit, you know. That one. Thing is, I'd invited you, but obviously see, that's the thing as well, yeah, because you've also then caused the big rift by being part of both the PAL groups now, see what I mean? Right. I don't know. I think some would say that we're all fucked. Plus, yeah, I feel like that would just naturally end up being fucking awkward as well. Aye, that as well. Yeah, that as well. Aye, listen, this is what happens in divorces, right? It's always messy and everyone looks like the bastard, you know. Just so everyone knows though, this is my life now. Have you been a child of divorce? I love that fucking episode from Taskmaster with that. Can't even think what your name is. Oh fuck, what's his name again now? That wee guy, he's a funny comedian to be fair, he is quite good. Right, so things we want to do is we want this maxed so that we can grab as fast as possible. What I watched the person do though, I think like what I would need to do for the 40-minute one is essentially, right, I want this big fucking leaf blower, but it's $50, right? So it's a fucking consistent issue. This is 3 something, which we need to get this bag so we never have to look at it ever again. As I say, the main thing is just not touching the inlets. We should actually do very shortly. Get this bagged up, right? I'll tell you why. So I can hit it with the. Can I not bag them up yet? Oh wow, do I have to use the. Is it the large bag that's the baggable one? Jesus. And actually, now that I think about it, I think they actually did rapid fire to it as well, to be fair. it's so fucking messy. But also, my birthday lands on a shite day. Because who wants to have a birthday on Tuesday? Yeah, I can't. Fucking any day's a shite day for a birthday. I think Rangers just scored. Took their time. I mean, at least your birthday's not on Halloween. That's an awkward one to try and fucking work out. Because the prices for everything go up because people want to go out and pretend it's like a fucking birthday, like a day we all celebrate. It's like, no, we don't. Nobody gives a shit about your costume. Right, now I should be able to afford that, or was close to it. It was $3.75, wasn't it? $3.49. Fuck, I'm 20 off. Damn it. Because what that's going to let me do is now wait to see Calvin Harris. Oh, is he not DJ? Is he? Like, how old is Calvin Harris? Because I found out James Blunt's 52 and that nearly fucking fried my brain. How the fuck is James Blunt nearly 52? How the fuck is he aged? That's what I want to know. How is he allowed to be aging? He's only in his 40s? Ah, fair enough. I just question everybody's age now. Let me check. Can't believe you don't know. You're going to go see him tomorrow and you don't even know what age he is, Rebecca. That's shocking. He's 10 years younger than James Blunt. Right, so I should... When do I get to bag these fuckers up? I can't remember when I get the ability to bag shit up. Let's do my tits in. So basically what I would think about is with the idea ultimately of doing it with the 40 minutes, I would have these fucking things turned on and I would just grab the rake all the time. Is probably what I would do. I would grab the rake. I noticed that the speedrunner did this one as well. They actually did the ports really fast. And I think it just is a collectively enough leafs to get certain tasks done. Like certain like monetary things that they wanted done. To be fair, which is kind of cool. Like, it was cool seeing it, as I say. Like, but we're here for the photos and stuff as well. I'm gonna buy this because I'm just getting lazy now, to be fair, and I just want to hold the button as such. But yeah, we need to figure out where all the photos are because I'm actually curious to find. I'm really curious to find them. I know, as I say, I found 5 of them, and it didn't feel as if 5 of them didn't feel as if I was having to go out my way to find them. If you get me. Which I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing because it means that the other ones might actually be really, really hidden, for instance, and I've just missed them. As I say, we found 2 so far. I know when we open the garage, there's another one in the garage, as such, which is good to know. And then I really don't know. I'm in the comfy seats as well. No standing for a Calvin Harris concert. I don't even know any of his songs, if I'm being honest. Like, did he actually have his own songs? Genuine conversation starter here. Did he actually have his own songs? Or was he like one of those like fucking DJs that just collabed with everybody? Do you know that way? Yeah, he has his own songs, but he just collabed with a bunch of wingers. I did not remember him being that much into football, to be fair, but fair enough. You know? Sealed it. Oh, I see why. So it does the porch because it seals. It then lets you seal it. Right. That's why he does the porch, so he can then chuck the bag. Fucking genius. I love speedrunners so fucking much. Actually, it's honest to God. See, watching people speedrun games, right? It gives you. So what he did, right, was he did something along the lines of this, right? It was done very specifically, right, and it was essentially so that when he goes to open the garage, right, I won't be able to do it right now specifically, but like just laugh at me, right? And he goes bing, 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 and he was able to go from the bag and like vault up the way, which allowed him to jump or some shit. I don't know how he did it, to be honest. Like, he did it in such a set way where it let him do something. Will I attempt to do it properly? No, let's be honest. But it was cool seeing somebody like figure out some kind of like skip. But he had to put it in a very set way. I obviously just dumped it. Oh, by the way, I told you I'm 2 more times. Wait, I'm away 2 more times this year. Oh, yeah, because I said technically so will I. I'll be away 2 more times as well. Once to Sheffield. And then potentially once to Detroit. Assuming that I win top 8 at the Sheffield event in October. If I get top 8 in that event, I'll be in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan in November, and I will be wearing shorts because I ain't a bitch. Hope people understand that. They're like, oh, it's cold weather in Michigan. It's like, no, it is summer. Do you know also the other thing, to be fair, right? There's, I actually need to see if potentially. So basically, right, one of the things I need to do is like fucking yaboink that, right? There is a basketball under there. Or there's a football there, but we need the basketball next. But couldn't mind if I did or not. Yeah. Aye, one of the things I want to check out is if potentially, even though like, because I don't really like Detroit is not. It's the Lions, obviously. I want to see if I could maybe get to because it's November, like the football season will be back on, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I could maybe get myself to an American football game while I'm there, potentially. I was like, oh, that could be interesting, but I need to like look that one up and see what the schedule's like and see if it works at all. Would be very fun. It's something to do, kind of thing. So when I go to do this challenge, when I try to get the 40-minute thing done, I need that done for that specifically needs to get done. As I say, next thing, and then what I also want to do is I want a couple of bags sorted so that I have all my skills maxed out, whatever they may or may not be, because I have no idea how this game works properly. And what I need to do working around that so I don't click it, obviously, because I don't want to accidentally click it, or else I'd actually cry. Now what I'm going to do is just manually do this to now, right? Chuck all the bags and then just try and get the leaf blower as fast as possible. I think that's going to be the plan. What a throw. What a throw. Throw of a king. But yeah, I thought let's just have a fucking chill. Because I've been working the last 3 days and I'm just like, I need that. I need that momentary reset, that rest, where we all get to just be nice and calm, watch me pick up leaves for an hour. You know, we don't get to do that too often. I definitely couldn't be fuck playing DVD tonight. I'm actually way too tired for it. Way too tired for DVD tonight. Tomorrow, as I say, depends on essentially what challenges we get done today, or the achievements and stuff like that. See what we get done, and then also just see how I'm vibing tomorrow, because like, honestly, like, tiredness is a genuine thing. Tiredness is a genuine thing that will come back to bite me, I think, tonight, because I have been getting alright sleep, but the 3 in a row fucks me up every time. Every single time. When do you get that leaf blower? I need $50 for the leaf blower. So technically it's going to take a while, but what I want to do probably is actually max the shit out of other stuff. What I really want is the rake, and I want to just upgrade the shit out of the other stuff, to be fair. But if I can just afford the leaf blower and then just start paying for it, would be nice, but it's going to be a while. You know, like, we're close to it though. It's one of those scenarios. What we'd probably want to do is upgrade this and this as fast as possible, just so we're picking up as efficiently as possible, because it actually goes at a pretty fast rate once you max those things out. To be honest, you're actually picking up pretty fast. The other thing as well, we actually might not actually want the leaf blower, to be honest, because although the leaf blower would help us stack everything, probably is probably what we would want to do, but we still, because we want to get the achievement for not using the those things, we still have to manually pick them up, to be fair. So it's a kind of catch-22, if I'm being honest. It's a catch-22. Overall, it's probably better just to have it, just so we can start like just mad stacking the fucking leaves into piles. But otherwise, not. The rake's actually quite good if you upgrade the rake as well, to be fair. As I say, we will not get this done in 50 minutes, or 40 minutes, obviously. This is going to be like an hour, I think. So I've watched people do like shit like that, and you can get like some like distance like that. And then if I go to this and go to journal, it shows me the distance. So that was a 12-meter throw. So essentially I need to do that for 3 more meters. Is the problem. Now the thing I found was at 14 meters I was getting it from on top of the shed. Is where I was getting it, which is the thing where I'm like, oh man, that might be the spot you've got to get it. And it just happens to be I'm just standing at the one of the wee bits where it's maybe just not efficient. Or there's a second bin round the back, like this. But it's getting that distance. It's getting the swish and flick to it, basically, which is causing me absolute shambles. Because it's doable. It feels like it's actually as a doable scenario. But I also don't know if I've maybe got to like max out other skills first as well, potentially. But that was like 12 meters. That one was 12 meters straight away, whereas like this one, so like it got the distance on it from the slide. It just didn't get to the. It's got to get the height as well. That's the worst part. The height's the main bit. If you can't get the height, you're fucked. And obviously, eventually, you want to keep a couple of the sacks of leaves at some point, because if obviously if you complete the game, for instance, so if I stand here and then go, well, yeah, got the height at least that time. Or looked like they got the height, but it didn't get the distance. And this is the problem. It's the figuring out of the technique. It's doing my tits in. It's so annoying. I can't, honest to God, like you can tell it's a fucking speed runner you can get, because that like increased the speed for his moving in general, which is nice. So I need to find out what I need to find out is what increases what, basically. Ah, you bastard. That's doing mad. Oh, that actually like deceivingly looked good. Can I just say that actually looked good? Right, let's try and see if we can get that. There's like a way to do it. That's the problem. Like some of them look like they got like legit distance. You know, like that one, not too bad. That was worse. That was brilliant, but I hit all the was. That was shit. That was fucking horrendous. That was actually the worst one yet. Fuck. Aye, there's a way to fucking do it. There's a way to do it, and I haven't figured it out yet. But also, I probably like there's maybe like I don't know if there's like a skill to learn, or if the rest are just all movement based, maybe as well. Right, I need to be smart around this. Because honest to God, if I click on any of them, that achievement's dead in the water, you know. Which is probably why I'm probably best like trying to get the leaf blower, so I can just like get it all stacked away, and then I don't have to worry about being anywhere near those bits. Nah, that was even worse. Sake. But aye, nice cam game. Try to get some of the achievements done, which would be nice. It's the what do you call them? The photos. I was about to say I remember that one. So that's like what, three of them so far. Hit the basket with everything you can. Okay, I actually want to see if I'll try and hit it now with the bag. Apparently I didn't hit it with the bag. Oh, it's got to go through it. Oh shit. I just realised it's got to go through it. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. On the plus side, that's one of the 3 done. I know one of the balls is in the basketball's in the garage, which is why we kind of need to get into the garage at some point, to be fair. But at the same time as well, the beach ball is in the other half there. How's everyone's week been? That's the real question. Has everyone's week been? Has it been good? Has it been bad? I've had an alright week actually. I've had an alright week. I really enjoyed the podcast, getting to do the podcast again. That was nice. What we're actually going to do as well, I probably shouldn't technically talk about it because we got the roadmap for 2027, and some of the IPs coming to the game next year are so fucking massive that it's actually terrifying that we've even got them in the game, like as a legit thing. Like, it's actually crazy. Blows my mind, honest to God. But yeah, what we're going to do with the guys is we're going to do a podcast tomorrow night. So what I've decided to do is basically a weekend essentially works out the best for me, right? And it just feels worse. So a weekend works out best for me because what I've decided is that was shite. Yeah, that didn't feel as bad. That has to have been 15 meters. How the fucking shit off fucking 40 meters, right? So like standing here, I need to go back a tiny bit more, but get that scenario right. Shut up, fucking hell. Fuck's sake. This is what ruins me. That achievement can go fuck itself. I'm getting that achievement. Fucking shut up. Can't believe this. That feels like the right way to do it. It feels like you've got to fucking... What do you call it? What's that sport called? The one with the fucking... the boulders and shit. That's like I feel like I've got to do. That's what that felt like. I have to do the fucking hiya bastard thing, like the fucking hiya you fucker. That had to be it. Done it. The fucking hiya you bastard. You know that one. You know that we all know the one. The one where you go like this, hi yo, hi ya wah, and then you fucking chuck the fucking hammer toss thing. Right, fucking break this. The caber toss. Aye, that one. Not really what I was thinking. That would be fair. That no. The fucking one where there's the big fucking ball on a stick and they spin in a circle and then they fucking yeet it into the sky. That one. That's not, I know that's not the caber toss. Like the hammer throw or whatever it's called. Doesn't matter, we got the achievement now. That's all that matters. We got that achievement. So it just turned I had to just use ultimate fucking non-physics physics. That's what it turned out we needed to do. We just had to go fucking hiya bastard and then what the distance here? Listen, I think we could get. No, it's not the shot put because that's the one where you stand still. That one I did the fucking hiya hoa. It was a completely different motion we just did. Shot put, you just stand and just go. Oh man. Right, at least that achievement's done. That's half the battle. That's half the battle. Right. And we're slowly encroaching upon hiya bastard. The point where we're actually kinda like on a pretty good roll. It's the photos I think that I'm going to try and... The photos are what's going to trip us up because we're going to have to start looking at every fucking element of this game. As I say, I know there's one inside the... So now we've got the ability to sprint. Oh wait, what about that? Yeah. Curious to know how much money we got out of all that. Probably for the sake of this, we'll just like because obviously I want to just find the photos. When we complete this, we're going to have. So what's the achievements we're missing? We need to find the photos, which is a pain in the arse. Is there any under there? And I've not actually looked before. I think about this is what I mean. Like all of these things are going to get me looking for photos all over the place to find these 8. That's going to be the actual issue. I'm also just not going to spend money now because we're like actually like close to like just making the fucking leaf blower money basically. So we might as well just like commit to the bit now. Commit to the bit and then upgrade the leaf blower. We don't really need the other thing too much. Because all you do is you just chuck it into a spot and then you just fucking do that. So no, today was a good day. We got through it. I was tired as shit. Tomorrow, as I say, we'll see what's happening. If I can try and get a handful of these challenges done, these achievements done tonight, would be really cool. Because then we could just try and do like, hey, we're going to try and do say like the 40-minute one. If we don't do that tonight, I don't think we will. To be fair, instead it's already 10 o'clock. As such, like it's already like 20 to 10. So like, I think this is just going to be a scenario format. There we go. And then it's just going to be a scenario of just get the other achievables done tonight, and then like can come back to that one. But it's so calm. This is such an awkwardly calm game, which is I think just what I needed for tonight, just to chill out after work. Because I tell you something, man, tomorrow is going to be funny. As I say, we can probably do a bit of this tomorrow, if not a bit of DVD. I have a couple of decks I need to try and get built. I have a couple of things I also need to just try and get sorted tomorrow. Especially with the cards and stuff, because I get to play, hopefully I'll get to play on Sunday. I have one deck that I need to build, and then one deck that I need to try and figure out what else I'm building. So I've got like, a couple of decks to take. But I have one deck that I want to play anyway that I built for a different project as such, but I'm just kind of like, I'll multitask and use it for a couple. Because it looks as if it's actually not as shit as I thought it was going to be. But I'm going to tweak it a little bit so that it's doing a slightly different game plan. Essentially. And it was a deck that's been picked by me, like a character that's been picked for the sake of somebody saying they're the worst. They're one of the worst characters in the game. And like the idea of our challenge that we're doing is basically to like build a deck and see like, is they the worst? I actually think the one that I've been given actually has some really good utility, but they might also just get smacked about potentially as well. They might have like no defense and just get fucking done in, which would be funny. Right, so now that I can sprint, we want to hold the button. We could honestly do Stardew if people want tomorrow. Honestly, like we honestly could. Like I could see myself being very. So this is the. I could see myself having just a really chill day. This one's going to fucking ruin me. How the hell do you get... Oh, okay, sharp corner. Do you know what? I was about to just say, this one might actually take forever, but it turns out it didn't. Turns out it fucking didn't. I started farming that hilltop one, and it threw me off big time, trying to figure out a good place to put all my crops. Yeah. Because the hilltop one's the one that's shit for growing shit, isn't it? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Or was that the Meadows? Was that the Meadows one that I did? What one's the hilltop one again now? Oh no, the hilltop's the one that you start with. No wait, what? Wait a minute. I've put my chickens on the wee hill, but it's just done it. I can't remember which one that is now. I haven't. The Meadows, the hilltop's the one with the wee mine. But oh yeah. Aye, that's the one I'm thinking of. I like that one though. I do like that one because you just put the fucking crops in front of the house and you just fucking deal with it. That's what I do. Yeah. I definitely do want to get back into a wee bit of a Stardew rhythm, to be fair. We could actually probably just play that tomorrow, to be fair, and just chill. Mainly because it's one of those ones where like, hopefully I can get everything else done. That's the main thing. I'm hoping to be able to get everything else needed done. Because, as I said, I'm back to work on Monday, and I'm off for the 4th kind of thing, but it's one of those kind of like odd scenarios. Because I've also got a shit ton of coursework I've got to do, because apparently a bunch of mine has fucking lapsed. It fucking hasn't. There's no way. There's some of the coursework it says I've done, I did this year, and it's saying that it's due again. And I'm like, how the fuck? Like, that said though, I'm 100% putting in my fucking form to get paid my training hours this time round. I can't, like, I'm so fucked with it. It just doesn't make any sense. Steve's been ill for us. Steve's been ill. No wait, Steven's been too ill for us to continue with our farm currently. Oh. See, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, right? This is actually why I don't like having the joint farms and shit when it's not your farm at a base level, right? The moment the other person doesn't want to do it or can't do it, and for health reasons obviously, you can't get on the farm. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about the joint farm things as such, and then you just start your own farm. Yeah, but that's what I mean, like, at that point you're just like, why? Right, there's another one for the thing. So we're at 4 of the mysterious photos, right, so far. I am going to just pay for the dexterity, so we'll max that out. Right, because we can now get the Hoover of Doom. Right. And then... So, I want to look at other photos, just in case any of these are also clickable. I don't see any up here. Do I see any in here? So, like, for instance, the other photo, I think, if I remember rightfully, was down here. I think. I'll have a look. I'm sure it was over here or something. Right, so the thing with this though is we want to upgrade this as best as possible because this is a pain in the arse to a degree. But the idea, what we shall do is get it all shunted to the side over there and then just pick it up and then just fucking access or anything with the air pressure part. Well, the farm's basically done. Fair. That's fair. I wonder if there's a card up there. Oh, you cheeky bastard. I never seen that. Okay, that's not the one I saw previously. Can I just add? Which means we're going to be at 6 of 8 once I figure out where the fuck the other one was again. Idea for the ability to just like fucking grab as much of the cash as possible but early on. Right. It gives you the same amount. That's the thing. And I don't know if this is technically, I think it's faster than bagging it up. Potentially, or it's at the same time. But if we can just do this to get as much cash as physically possible. And then figure out where the fuck that photo was. Because how many have we found so far of the photos? 5. We're at actually 5 of the 8. As I say, I don't think that was one of the ones I had found. Which is now interesting. It's such a cam game though, like it's such a cam game. I'm trying to think where that, I'm sure there's a photo down there. Legit positive there's a photo down there. I want to have a look, give me a second, I want to just check. I'm sure there is. We don't need we actually don't need the rake, Rebecca, that's the funny part. I thought it was that one. Oh, it's that one. There we go. Right, that's 6. 6 of 8, right? The other ones have to be in the other areas. We don't need we actually just don't need the rake, Rebecca, that's the funny thing. Like, at all. The only thing I will be purchasing it and maxing everything out because that might be part of one of the achievements. I think that might actually be part of it. So I don't want to risk it and not purchase it basically before we get to the end game. I also know what the end game is, kind of thing, like the end bit to end it. So like I don't know if it's this that says that one of the achievements, right? Says, because I'm pretty sure this will now tell me I got that achievement. It did, right? Okay. So one of the achievements says I need to get the beach ball and score a hoop, right? Got to collect all the photos. We're 2 away. It says complete all the objectives in game. So the objectives will be this thing here. So it says 4 of 14. So jumping. Oh, right. Okay. What we actually need to now do is probably like this. This one's super doable in the other room, right? That's fine. Getting to the shed's easy enough. Acquire a bag. Wait, acquire bag time, sprint, and crouch ability. Oh, we don't have crouch yet, but we'll get that. The mystery photos, then hit the basket with everything you can, which is the ball one, as such. But the Leafs one, for instance, if we just jump into this, we might actually just get it. Close. Okay, right on that. The fact that was close is actually fucking shocking. One sec. Just before I forget, basically. Yeah. What was that? Oh, there we go. Jump into a big leaf of pile. We've done it. Right, okay. So we're at 5. Wait, 5. Jesus. Somebody remind me to keep an eye on these fucking achievements. These objectives as well. Because I just realised this could actually fuck us so badly. That's not good. That's not good at all. I just wish there was a better way. See, the flaw is, right, as I say, we're going to be doing this slowly because we're having to manually pick them up because we want that achievement for not using the floor grates. But essentially what you would do is in each of the levels, you rush to get this slow plough and you push them all into the grates, and that's what's going to speed it up. What's slowing us down is because we're doing the achievement part to not use them at all, which is the worst part, because I've now realised how like it might not take too long, to be fair. It's just the manual part of doing it. Once we get the ball rolling as such, it's probably not too bad. I'm trying to think what the other photos are. The other photos are actually like going to be so... I can't think where they are. Cannot think where they are at all. But at the same time, we're also making pretty decent like headway on this one, if I'm being honest, as well, which is good. But it is just a lot of picking up leaves to do. the challenge to do it in 40 minutes will be very funny, because I now realise we need to do the thingy bit. We need to do the porch immediately. The deck landing bit has to get done immediately. Is what we need to do. Never realised that. I actually should have, in hindsight, what I should actually be doing is reading up on what do you unlock for doing each of the areas, because I don't think it tells you what you get as a goal. Basically, I don't think it does tell you that, but I'd be very curious to find out. Because we're at 70% on the swings, which is good. We're actually pretty close to be fair. And we're going to like be able to come out of this with the upgrade on the leaf blower is going to be pretty fucking nailsy after we're done with this one, which is good. That's a good thing. So we're going to do this full area first, then move on. We'll see how long it takes. That's the only flaw. I think, if I'm right in saying so, 500 is the biggest bag we get as well, to be fair. So we're kind of like, we're in it for the long haul. We're in it for a hell of a party. But how was everyone's week? What are your plans for the weekend, if you have any? What are your goals? Have you made any goals for the start of the week? Have you achieved any goals? what has happened? What has happened since we were last on stream? Because I've actually had a pretty productive week, to be fair. Obviously, work kind of slows things down a little bit when I want to do a lot of my editing sort of stuff. But with picking up a handful of the new signees for the Daubers, basically, and kind of getting like a handful of their names and stuff like that, which is cool. So obviously, like people like Greg, for instance, we've seen a bunch. Greg is a member of the Daubers for quite a while now, to be fair. But ones like Brandon and Marley and stuff like that are just like they both do their own content. To be fair, I do need to try and get their links at some point sorted out. I need to get their links sorted because Marley does their own videos and stuff as well, along with Brandon, who does his own content every so often. And like I think it was really just like there's people wanting to do content. I was like, hey, if you want to join me, he's more than welcome to, basically, so that get that to fuck, so that he's kind of like get doing it again. It also helps me, to be fair. Helps me as well. Shit. There's a leaf somewhere before I cheat. Oh, I know it'll be. No, fuck. Oh, there it is. So now we've got the crouch ability. So now if we do that in crouch, that should now have got us done that. So now we're at 6 of 14, which obviously mysterious photos and the ones getting the shed. Okay, so there's a bunch that's going to unlock when we get to the other areas. For instance, like this shows you we have done X and Y of each of the areas, which is good. Let me do that. There we go. So for this one, what we should just naturally do is this. Then. So this is kind of what we would need to rake for wee spots like that where we can't get into them. Like so. Week's been alright, to be fair. Arms and shoulders are sore from the gym yesterday, the heavy lifting yesterday. Fair. Got to I think 45 on my clean and press, which was solid. Didn't know what came over my last night. I just wanted to see how heavy I could go. Got 45 kgs on 2 reps. Let's go. Nice. Yeah, I'm saying that I think either tomorrow. I think it probably will end up being tomorrow, but I need to like just start fucking gearing up. I also like I need to actually remember to check my emails again. So like I fucking I'd ordered, remember like a while ago I'd said like, oh, I'd ordered one of those like fucking like walking treadmills, right? And it's just not showed up like at all, to the point where I'm like I actually had to like I had to like email to get it sorted, kind of thing, because I'm just like it has not arrived, and it's not like I know I was getting it from Germany. It was like coming from Germany, so I knew it was going to take a little bit of time, but it's just not showed up, and I'm just like, for fuck's sake. So I actually have to message that back to get the money back on that. It wasn't fucking cheap, kind of thing, where I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I need to sort that out at some point, because I started the process of like getting the charge back on it, but because I like paid for it like through Klarna, basically, like they have to do the fucking like we have to attempt to get in contact with them first, kind of thing, before they like revert the payment, basically. As such, and I'm just like, fuck's sake. Proper annoying, because I really want the walking treadmill. Basically, it just means that whenever I'm streaming, I'm constantly in motion. That's the whole point of it. It's just a good thing to have, essentially. For when I'm in the house, so like, but I do also will have the goal of going outside and doing the running. I at some point, and not for this year. I want the goal basically to like, build up the ability to start proper doing marathons again. So I'll probably try and run a marathon at least at some point this year. But I really want to push for like next year being like a really like health fucking kick year basically. Of like a bunch of marathons. Like the idea for next year is I want to try and do like a marathon a month. So I do need to start. So the idea is basically start doing the fucking shit to build up to that now, basically. So aye, that's on my list. That's on my list of things to do as well, which hopefully all pans out. So now the shed roof is unlocked. Just this way. And then because you know, what I want to do as well is just don't. I need to spend some money annoyingly. Like this one. This one and this one. Just try and max them out. So the idea of like turning up that, I think I'm now at that point where I can now just do this kind of thing. But yeah, on the card game front, as such as I say, it was good getting the guys on for it and stuff like that, so I can like just start to get like more and more content done. I've got a handful of videos we're now working on, which is nice. I think we're going to attempt to try and get a bunch recorded tomorrow, which will be nice. Which is why one of the decks I had to build as such, so I have to do a deck profile for that at some point, which will be my task for one of my tasks, many tasks for tomorrow. Get it sorted. And then figure out what the rest of them are doing. Because I've recorded Reese's, he's only got like a phone and stuff like that now. As such, he's got a laptop, but I think it's like one of those try to get stuff done on it can be a bit of a hassle. So like, I basically just hopped on a call with him and let him record his, and I just recorded the audio basically. So I need to edit his video at some point. I'm hopefully going to try and get that done tomorrow as well. There's a handful of tasks. That's why I kind of want streaming maybe to just be pretty chill, because I do feel as if I might end up just running out of time to do everything, to be honest, with only the 2 days off. So I will kind of play that one by ear, as such as I say. I'm going to be getting up early and just making a fucking start of it. Because I haven't done mines yet, but I want to redo my deck list. I had an idea basically for a deck, then I had to change it because I realised it didn't work. I'd misread a rule on part of the card. I had to change it. Then realised, oh, actually this strategy that I was looking at does kind of work. Then I've realised the other part of the card that I've read initially actually works better than I thought. To the point where now I'm like, oh shit, actually I need to redesign this whole deck. With a completely different idea in play, which is funny. So need to sort that out at some point. Yeah. Unlock the grill. Which will be this. So there's a photo we're looking for here, which, if I remember rightly, is here. Alright. And then there's one more for Jyoti. I can't remember if it's actually in here, but we want to take this first of all and get that challenge done. Hello, Summer. Just dropped by to say, to say hello. Cool new game. Yeah. We're now playing Leaf It Alone. with a little bit of the banter. Right, so we need to try and make this shot. Jesus, that's miles away. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. There we go. Dunk it like you're drunk. Right, so that's 1 minute. So what we're missing then? So mystery photos where it's 7 of 8, right? And I think the other ones, I think I know where the other one is now. Complete all the objectives. That's the one we're currently looking at. Do the crafting without repairing any of the...
I only talk to people for the clout.
Very true. And then a lot of money. We need a lot of money. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. I think now, though, I just don't spend any more money now, to be honest. Like, I actually think we're kind of covered for everything. I'm trying to remember where that photo is, though. To be fair. So, what I want to do, which I... Right, so actually, sorry, what I want to do is this. I want to do this properly. Right, this... You might be wondering what I'm doing here. I actually want to try and gather as many of the leaves not in the pool, because the leaves in the pool will take the longest to get when I can blow them all over here instead and be closer to the bin. I think that's the right call. To do it this way instead. Am I right? Possibly. Will I be proven wrong? More than likely. The other thing as well is the journal is showing 9 of 14. Enter the jungle, fair enough. I think the last 5 might just be getting to the other sections, to be fair, and then finding the photo. The more I do this, the more I think actually maybe it was just faster. Shit. May actually have just been faster to do it that way. Nah, I think this is the right call. I'm not gonna double guess myself. I actually do think this is the right call, to be fair. Get as many of the leaves just over here as possible. And basically just dump them in the corner. This set of seating arrangements fucking ruins my life as well, I'll tell you that now, for the price of admission. Does my tits in. Because it constantly just like always gets like 1 or 2 leaves just randomly stuck. And I can't ever fix it as well, but you have to like do the old crouch mechanic just to get into all the nooks and crannies of it. It does my head in. Fuck me. Close enough. Close enough. Oh, wait, where'd I put the cans? Oh, I'm on cans of Coca-Cola now. Need to multitask and crack one. But yeah, the guys joined us was very fun. I enjoyed doing that podcast. So the idea what we're going to do going forward is such as fuck off. I'm just trying to bag up my leaves, you bastard. The plan is now what we're going to do is, at least for the now, I want to try and get a weekly podcast done anyway. So the Sunday where I go to air, it's impossible to get back to on time. So what I'm going to do instead is the week where we go to air, we're going to actually stream on a Saturday. So tomorrow is going to be a scenario of I might be streaming during the day for a little bit, obviously, and then at the end of the night at the 9 o'clock kind of scenario, going to then stream again. But again, it's going to be a card game related one. So what I'm ultimately going to do is just do it via the stream via my channel. It's just the simplest way to do it. As much as I would like to do it via the Dauber's own channel, to be fair, it's a fucking hassle, to be honest, of having to constantly log in and out of things like Meld and stuff like that, and log in and out and then have different files saved and stuff like that. It's a hassle. It's just a hassle, honestly. And to be quite honest with you, the Daubers have never really had an online presence on the sense of like the streaming level of things. We've tried some like live streams in the past and stuff like that, but it's always been like drunk live streams and stuff. So like it's a kind of like catch-22 one kind of thing to like try and do it now. When it pretty much would relate to be just me doing it kind of thing. So for hassle's sake, what we're doing is I'm going to be having it where like, if I'm recording stuff and editing stuff, I'm just going to edit it via the channel we're on currently, and then upload it later on to the Daubers. In the sense of what I did with the podcast on Sunday night, I put it out on the Wednesday. I want to try my best to have it all self-edited, so that I can just upload it. As such, I can just download it and then just upload it straight away to the Daubers, basically, so that it goes live on Monday. Is what I want to do. That's going to be the plan going forward, as such, to have it self-contained that way. The only reason I couldn't do it with the episode there was I wanted to add the theme tune and stuff like that to it. Realised in hindsight I hadn't actually done that in stream. So when I do it on the stream, what I'm going to do is there'll still be dead air to an extent, but I'm going to have it set so that we're pretty close to just going live and then going straight into it as such. So there'll be a small wee segment of like a little tiny bit of a buffer break, and then there'll be the episode starting basically where I play the actual theme tune, get straight into the episode. That's going to be the plan, so that essentially I can then just rapid fire the episodes, just download them. Because when I went to render it as such, like it's a big file, like it was like a 3 hour, we were on for like 3 hours, so it kind of was one of those ones where I was like, oh man, the render took forever. I actually had to like render it overnight because I knew how long it was going to take, and I was like, I have to just do this like, when I'm offline, basically. I'm fucking sleeping. I had to do it. There was no way to counter that scenario, and I was like, I don't want to do this all the time. So for the things like the theme song, that is most definitely going to be the thing that's put into the actual episodes, so that I don't have to do that again just for the sake of the theme song. Try to think what else. God, I actually can't think what else there was, because it was all actually like the only thing I'll also do is the framing would need to be a little bit better. It was last minute framing, to be honest. So like initially the plan wasn't to go live, and then we decided we were going to kind of thing. So like next time I go and do it, I will make sure that what I'll probably do is I'll probably just tomorrow at some point edit it so that the backgrounds are hollow and I can put the frames behind it, and just do that instead. That's probably the easiest way to do it, so that when they desync, because if somebody left the call or their video dropped, it desynced a couple of them, but it was easy to fix, to be fair. It was actually pretty easy to fix, so I actually didn't mind, to be fair, because I knew what would happen if it happened, so it was easy enough to like sort in the moment, which was nice being able to do that. A couple of times there was like stupid wee things. I couldn't use the other side screen because it would freeze. It would like lose the footage, which was interesting. And all I tried to do was move a screen. I didn't realise it was going to like freak out as much, but I know not to do that now, and I'll just do it via the phone when needed as such. But no, it was a fun experiment, very fun. It was good getting back to doing a kind of podcasty kind of thing. As I say, tomorrow's episode will be done again live as such, but it'll be done on the Saturday instead of the Sunday. And then what will happen is the episode will just go live on the Monday. So that's going to be the plan for it, kind of thing. It'll go live for people who don't want to watch the VOD. As such, it'll go live on the Dobbers channel on the Monday. It's going to be the idea, kind of thing. As I say, because it's going to be self-contained, I don't have to worry about it, which is nice. Which is good. So tomorrow's episode, for those that want to know, is we got the roadmap. So basically all the products coming out next year, we got the roadmap for that. Oh, it's Wolfie.
Hello,
Oh
you
goodness.
beautiful Scotsman.
Hello. How is it going, Wolfie? How are we? How are you doing? I seen the name there. Hello, hello. So yeah, so we have it. I'm doing alright. How are you? I'm doing alright as well. Good to know. Can I reach that? Oh. Good. Your mic's a bit low. Is it low for everyone else, or is it just low in general? It may actually be a bit low for everyone, to be fair. You might have been onto something there. That's better. Magical. So tomorrow's episode, I said we got the roadmap. Very, very, very cool roadmap, to be fair. The IPs coming to the game next year, very good. So, one of them I'm not too sold on, in the sense of I don't really know enough about it to comment, but I'm not going to take away the hype that other people have got, basically. And then the rest of them are all very much here. I actually see this as a big win next year. But yeah, we're going to talk about that tomorrow on the podcast, because I don't actually want to talk about it right now, because I also want to I actually kind of also want to formulate a lot of my actual thoughts about it, because I am so hyped for it, to be fair, for especially one of them. I'm so fucking hyped for one of them, where I'm like, I actually want to like formulate my thoughts kind of thing. And yeah, I'll be interested to see what the team say about it. But basically, my idea with the Dobbers cast and the podcast in general is I just want to get enough names on it and enough people on it so that no one ever feels obligated to have to be on it, kind of thing. It's the kind of idea as such. I don't want to ever be in a scenario where people feel forced, or it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, I've got to do the podcast this week, it's kind of stuff like that. So I want to be able to have enough rolling cast members, or what I'm calling them is just guests as such. I want to have enough guests that just constantly have a scenario where they can always just be in and out. And don't get me wrong, a guest can appear more than a member, kind of thing, because I think ultimately the only real members as such would be, you've got me, you've got Scott, you've got me, Scott, Emma and Murray being the four originals as such. Then the kind of like B team to it as such, you would have like Adam, Matt as the kind of main ones, for instance, and then Greg kind of thing would be somebody I would put up there as a like as close to like a member as possible, kind of thing. I'm trying to think how to describe it. Like OG members is basically me, Emma, Scott and Murray. That would be like the OG members. And then you would have like members, which would be like Adam, Matt and Greg, for instance. That would be like the kind of classification of it, you know. And then like what I want to then look at as an idea is then just having like what I'm calling as guests as such. And the idea with the guests is just going to be like Brandon and Marley, I would say, are guests, kind of thing. They're more than welcome to be on the podcast and on videos as much as they physically want as such. But it's like a nice way to have like that kind of tier of like how the years have went in and stuff like that. Is the kind of idea I've got for it. And what I want now is to have as many possible guests as physically possible. I know Apple is going to look at trying to do a video. He's going to try and find some time, basically, work it out and stuff. We're going to do a tier system for the ultra rares and the secret rares of the Tekken 8 set. Apple's big into Tekken, and there's like a massive Jin fan. To be fair, that was the person who got to vote on what Jin got classified as. To be fair, as such, but yeah, I want to do stuff like that, along with then just getting other guests on as well, part of stuff like in general and stuff, just so we have as many guests as physically possible coming in and out and stuff like that. That's the idea I've always wanted with a lot of the kind of content side of things, and it's just the execution of it sometimes has never been like super available, or at the time as well, because I didn't have secondary channels like that have like a bit more of an outreach as well. Like there was also stuff like that as well, to be fair. But I am looking forward to it. As I say, tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun as we talk about stuff relating to the roadmap. As I say, the roadmap is fucking awesome. Like, it's a really, really good roadmap, to be fair. To the point where I'm very much looking forward to it. Very, very much looking forward to it. Actually, this is the thing. In fact, the best way I can describe how good the roadmap is the only thing that could potentially ruin next year, not to be a negative Nancy, the only thing that could potentially ruin next year would be if they really just fuck up the organised play for international players. If they completely balls it up, I don't think the roadmap saves them, personally. But I have to say that down to the fact that it feels as if, like, because the event we're getting in October is very, very good, but I'm also trying to not be critical about it right now until after the fact. But I have like a lot of thoughts about it. Some good, some bad, to be honest. I have a lot of thoughts about it. But for the meantime, I only want to be positive about it as such and really get generating the hype around it. I'd also like to be able to, like, as a content creator as such, be really a part of that event. I don't think UVS Games will let me, to be fair, right? And I don't fucking blame them. I don't think UVS Games is going to let me do a social media takeover of their channel. I don't see it happening, to be fair, right? I do not think I am... like, I think I swear too much. Like, I don't think it's I don't think it's going to happen, to be fair. It'd be very, very fucking awesome. Like, but one of the things they do at their big events and their regionals is they've had like social media content creators within the space of the card game. They've had them take over the channel, so like uploading videos and stuff like that to the social medias of UVS Games. Very, very fun. I actually think, to be honest, it's actually a fucking stellar idea. Being able to do it and stuff like that, and it's very cool for the content creators as well to be able to do it, kind of thing. As I say, that said, when we get this event in October, I'm most definitely, I mean, if Brett's not able to come, kind of thing, for instance, I think like me and the Daubers will be like the only real content creators at the event, kind of thing. I don't think, even then, I don't think they'll let me do it. Like, I do not think they'll let me fucking touch that, or everything will be like so fucking like hidden behind approvals, kind of thing, that I mean, it'll be funny. Like, I have actually had ideas and stuff, because it's, even when they don't let me do it, because I know they won't, I will very much be doing a lot of content throughout the week, and I need to also kind of game plan with stuff. I want to see what Murray's wanting to do for the event as well, because I know Murray normally does his retro builds where he builds the popper ones and stuff like that. I kind of want to like see if there's going to be something cool that we can do for retro. I also want to maybe see about having some of these booster boxes that we got from Rochester CCG. Rochester gave us a bunch of booster boxes, but I've not been able to do anything with it content wise. I'm kind of wanting to see if potentially there's a way to maybe do some drafts and stuff like that. Some retro drafts and stuff like that, and maybe do some content stuff with the packs. With people opening packs and stuff like that of retro stuff for the first time, because still, especially to this day as well, there's a lot of people coming into the event and playing in the event that are still like, not noobs, in the sense of a bad way, but like new to proper like old cards and stuff like that. And there's some people who, because of the way we've been like teaching the game and stuff like that and getting retro really off the ground, there's so many people who like playing retro more than they like playing standard, which is brilliant. Because I love the fact that my favourite thing with card games in general is when you're able to make formats and people really enjoy them. Also, something I'm going to be working on, I need to ask Sean if it's doable. I want to make some PvE battles and characters, but I'm going to make them based on people in the community as such, well, obviously with approval kind of thing. I'm going to like, ask if people want to be PvE bosses basically as such, and see if people want to work to, like, with that just as a kind of like fun thing. And then I'm going to like try and print off a bunch of these PvE battles and stuff like that, just for like different random side events and like stuff like that. Because I personally want it to be like the fucking hype. I want it to be the biggest celebration possible. I'm also still going to be bringing down a shit ton of retro stuff to hand out as well, to be fair. Like there's a bunch. I had kits and stuff previously made. I kind of have them still, but I'm going to try and sort it out just a tiny bit more. I'm going to try and sort it out a little bit more, just so there's some extra stuff, especially for some of the newer players and stuff like that are like still looking at retro and stuff. There's a couple of things I need to sort, stuff like just for like things that can be handed out as prizes and stuff, because I think a lot of the old heads and stuff like that probably won't be as bothered about the retro stuff, because I think most of us are quite ingrained in the system for it as such, but newer players will probably enjoy it. And just in general, just finding loads of other wee side things to do. I think the biggest thing would be the emphasis on it's not a thing to make money, but I would love to have like so many side events that people can just sprawl about and do stuff for the full weekend. As I say, like PvE for me is a thing I find very fun and enjoyable, which is why I kind of want to do this, kind of like see if people want to be like community member boss battles and stuff would be really fun. Along with just in general, I would also like to be able to, like, at some point, possibly on the Sunday, for instance, assuming I don't make top 8, I'd also like the idea of just fucking rattling out a bunch of boss battles and stuff like that as well. I also want to make a little bit. I want to make a lot of content when I'm there as well. To be fair, that's going to be the funny part. Got a lot of wee shorts and stuff I want to make. I want to do a lot of different interviews and stuff like that as well. I know I've already signed up a bunch of people to exclusive interviews with the channel, which is nice. So that like they will talk to us first as a first refusal thing, which is nice, because I just want to be able to like lock in as many possible like interviews for this thing. So like I've been doing stuff like that, I've been getting a handful of people to that sort of side thing. So it means that, like, okay, they'll talk to like UVS games depending on how well they do and stuff like that. But at the same time as well, I'd like to be able to like just push the daubers as fucking high as the moon possible for this event in general. And go from there as best as possible. Did this one? Oh, we actually did the growler part as well, okay. Oh, this is going to get fucked. Oh my god, look how many there is in these. I don't know how much money this is going to like end up sitting us on, to be fair, because I think I've spent enough where I actually don't know if I now have enough floating capital. I probably will. We'll very shortly find it. Saying that, I guess, do you know what you probably do? You probably save these until you get the other areas done, actually. That's what you would do. That's what you would do. You would save these so that at the end game, you spend all the points when you've got the maximum outage. I just know that's Rebecca, you can fuck right off, pal, if you think I'm going to find that fucking thing at 10:30 at night. I know where it is. Right, I know where it is, but that refundment, nah. What we'll do is I will start with it on tomorrow. That's what we'll do. I don't mind doing that. Fucking, I have a phone so I can't refund myself. Ah well, tough shit. There is a photo somewhere around here though. I'm like 99% sure there's a photo around here. Hold you to it? Aye, fair enough. Trying to get me to stop to put on a onesie at 10:30 at night. Can't believe you would try to do this. Absolute shenanigans. So this is the fun bit. You ready? Oh, that's the fucking do it. I think the photo. Oh, where the fuck did I see the photo? There is a photo somewhere. Ah, shit. Shit. I can't remember where the photo is. I'm sure it was somewhere in here as well. Oh, that's not good. Do you know, see, the more I think about it, actually, I might actually be better off putting this into that area. To be fair, that might actually be the right call. Where is that? Oh shit! Right, now we won. Now I have to worry. Now I have to worry because I can't think where the fucking photo is. I actually thought it was in here. I don't know why I thought it was immediately in here. But the problem is, right, we're at 10 of 14. We've got clean up all the leaves, infiltrate the secret room, which is how you end the game, right? So that's 11, 12, that's 13. What's 14? There must be something else. That's the part that worries me now, because I'm like, shit, what's the other part? Which means maybe once we do the other bits, we'll be able to figure it out, but... Is it on this? Ah, you fucker. I can't remember where it is. Well, that's annoying because I immediately seen a bunch of leaves just fucking going there. Aye, so what I'm thinking is... Did I get... Fuck. I honestly thought I knew where the fucking picture was as well. Is it in here somewhere? Fuck. Right, fuck it. We will find it. But what I want to do is get all the leaves into this area, so they're going to be in front of the bin basically. And then fucking roll with it. It's funny as well because I'm not even on like the maximum power for this fucking thing as well. It just happens to be I'm on enough power for it to justifiably work, which is quite fun. The thing as well is, right, imagine now doing this, right, but you can just chuck it into those grates, you know, like those wee vacuum hoses. That's the thing that makes it fast as fuck, because it's actually like, you just push them all into that and it just sucks them all up. That's all it does. But we're playing on hardcore mode of having to do this the awkward way. So as I say, I want them down this way. Oh, this is brutal. Brilliant but brutal. The photo on this? No. Fuck. Where is that fucking photo? The worst part is, this is the problem now. Because now I can't think where the last photo is. And now I'm starting to get worried that I'm not going to find it. And I quite aggressively want this done. I want this game's achievements basically up until the 40-minute one. I want all the other achievements done tonight. And I'm going to just double check what ones I'm missing, so I don't fuck this up. The big one's going to be the money one. Is the main one. But again, you can't really fuck it up too much because you have to go into the hidden compartment basically at the very end to essentially get to that end game bit. And even then you can still continue from onwards, but I think some of them like are locked till at a certain point. Right. One last look around so I can just confirm it's not here. Damn it. I have no idea where it is. I'm gonna have to like fucking go all over the place looking for it. Shit. I wanted to say it was like round about here as well, but now I'm gonna actually have to like manually clear this all out, which is not good. I'm pretty sure I can make it over that. No, I'm sure I can, but it's not letting me because I'm just being a bit thrown. Saying that because it's not unlocked, actually, it might actually have a wall up. Oh well, let's just have a look, see if I can get over that. Yeah, I don't want that. If I now chuck it, yeah, there we go. There's a wall. Oh shit. There's a wall. I thought there was, but now it's unlocked, we're good. But the bonus is, this is like the last section to be fair, so as I say, it's just a matter of figuring out that fucking bit. I think for the sake of this, what I should be doing is just chucking them somewhere. In fact, actually, what I should be doing, to be honest, I should just be opening the fucking door and doing this. Can't figure out where that is. What I'm also going to do is just dump all of these in now as well. Let's just see where we get to with the cash flow. Oh, what's part of it? Did I find one? This is going to annoy me because I can't think where that fucking photo is. The one up there, I don't remember seeing last time. Like, I don't remember that being the one I got last time, which is why I'm kind of like, ah, you bastard. Because now I'm like, how come? Oh. I'm kind of like, how come I can't figure out where this fucking photo is? Okay. Oh man. Where is that photo? Where is that photo? I wanted to say it was me. Like, do you know that way where I feel like I've seen it a bunch of times, or like the one I think I'm missing is actually one I'm pretty sure I've had before, which is what's making it a bit fucking weirder. Because now I'm like, ah shit, I should have taken a note of the ones I found previously, and where I found them. I should have taken a note of that actually. Because now I can't think where I've not looked yet, which is not good. Bastard. But yeah, as I say, for the EU event, like I want it to be big. I think as well because like in a slightly like sort of somber note, depending on how international play gets treated next year, like it's a kinda like a last hurrah for a lot of people. Like I would love for the event to get close to 100 players. I don't know how doable that actually is, to be honest. I think it's honestly going to get around about. I hope it gets around about 60. would be nice. 60 would be like the sweet spot of me actually thinking that's a good number. I know some people think that's a shit number, to be fair, but I think there's a lot of issues involved, which I will not get into. But very much after the event is done, for instance, I want to do like one of the videos I want to do this year is a super retrospect of everything that's happened this year. And stuff of that nature. Mainly because I think it, honestly, to be quite fair, it will be critical, but it will also be very educational. Like, and I think it's something that can actually be like utilised as like a fucking, almost as like a guide, basically, to like, don't do this to fuck things up. Or like, if you're going to do it, but accept the consequences of things happening, things like that. Like, don't expect people, I mean, like, because it's obviously like OP for like the EU, for instance, in general, like, has been pretty fucking decimal. No regionals isn't a crazy loss. In the Jasco days, for instance, it was never a thing we got. We got a nationals. We got a national event, which was our big event for the year, and that was it basically. We didn't get anything else. So for me personally, like, from knowing that scheme of things, I'm not too bothered by not getting regionals, if I'm being honest. What I don't like though is the fact that we were part of the boom and basically got a lot of stuff, and it's just been like, oh well, go back to the Jasco days. I think the problem there is it makes it very hard to like be like, oh well, we did have all this stuff, we did get used to get all this support, and then because obviously choices and stuff like that have happened, it's obviously like taking that away a little bit. To the point where it's like, if you know the Jasco era days, oh shit, if you know the Jasco era days, it's honestly nothing really different, to be honest. But I think it's one of those Worlds is a little bit. I don't want Worlds to be dead as a thing, but if there's not a lot of push outside of the States next year, like Worlds is basically just an American event end of. It kind of always used to always be an American event kind of end of anyway. In the Jasco days, the only difference with it was open. So like, if you really wanted to pay the cash, you could just fucking go. Like, so I went to Worlds in 2019 when it was in Vegas. I went because I could afford to go to Vegas, and they had an event on at a convention called Level Up Expo. I was able to go, basically. That was pretty much it. Otherwise, if they have these qualifications and stuff like that, and these kind of like last day qualifiers and stuff like that, there's not really a reason to go. It kind of like, it's like an interesting format that I think they need to refine a little bit, but they're not far off it. I think the overall system is good for Worlds, at least. From being able to like attend one via qualifying for it, basically. I think it's pretty on point where it needs to be, but you know, it is what it is. It's like a catch-22. This is the thing I want to save a lot of this for a video kind of thing, because I want to really formulate everything. And right now I'm also just, if I'm being honest, I'm racking my brain trying to think what the fuck this last photo is. I'm not even joking. It's actually got that bad. I'm trying to. It has to be in this area, because this is the only area that's not had a photo. So it has to be here. See what I'm doing. I'm kind of worried to knowing where the money is going to end. I actually think I might have spent too much, or I've put them in too early potentially. Now I'm actually starting to worry a little bit. Saying that we're less than 50% on any of these, so maybe there's just enough leaves in general. think from now on we just now pick up every leaf possible, because this is the last area as well, to be fair. Which is why I'm kind of worrying. Like, saying that we're at 340, so we're just about at the halfway point. So actually it should be fine, but I don't know if this one stack of leaves is going to get us the other 350 odd. That's where I'm starting to worry a bit. But we'll see. We'll see. We have what, 50, 60, 70, 80% of the leaves still to go. Ah, where is this fucking photo? Has to be in here. Has to be in here. Actually doing my tits in that I can't think what this fucking picture is. It's going to be somewhere stupid now. That's the worst part as well. It's going to be somewhere just not where I thought it was. And I'm going to be like, ah, fucker. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to cheat either. Like, I want to actually find the photo on my own merit. That's the big thing. I want to say it's over here somewhere. Oh, it's so fucking annoying. I just remember it being like somewhere. Like, I remember it being somewhere fucking obvious. Nah, can't be. I'm just going to commit to the picking of the leaves first and then figure it out after. If I need to check every fucking area again, I will. Yeah, the worst part about it as well is it's like, so like the previous record I had was 6 of the 8, and from these 6 I'm at 7 now, and I can guarantee 2 of them I didn't remember picking up, which means from the 6 of the 8, the 2 that I'm missing are the ones I had, and I can't fucking figure out where they are now. But also this is the monotonous part. Obviously when we go to do the fucking 40-minute version, this is going to be fun because I just chuck all the leaves into the fucking into all the wee gatherer bits, and it's going to take not that long. Whereas right now we've been going for just shy of 2 hours. We are also going to commit to this as such, even if I have to go a little bit longer. I think we're close to we are pretty close to finishing up, to be fair anyway. Just need to make sure we don't miss out on half the achievements, if possible. Oh no. I'm starting to get one. What's the other challenges again? To pick that up takes us 11. That would be 12. That would be 13. What's the one we're missing? I don't like that at all. Because it said, because it's only showing us, like, I'm wondering if, like, if I want to complete this, it'll tell me something else. Potentially. Or is it to upgrade all of the equipment, maybe? That could be what it is. Oh, do you know what it'll be? Shit. I might actually have to buy the whole... Fuck. Because I bet... Well, that... Shit. Buy all upgrades. That's what it is. That's what it is. Figured it out. Yeah, boy. Figured it out. Which we have to do after the fact as well. That also is assuming that we hit the number, which is not good because I actually now think I fucked it. In hindsight, I probably should have just kept that. Can you imagine if I failed this by the cost of the fucking rake? How bad would that be? Oh, I'd be so annoyed if that happened. I hope that doesn't happen now that I've said that. I don't think it will. I actually have a feeling that I'm miles away, to be honest. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't feel... I don't think this pile gets us to the 700's the problem. But I don't think we're far off either. Which is problematic. Again, I don't want to cheat if I can avoid it. I want to try and find that photo on my own merit. It has to be in this room though. That's the problem I'm having. Or is it in the swimming pool maybe? It's somewhere, but we're going to find it. We're going to commit to it and find it. It'd be really cool to like get out of tonight and just be like, hey, we have one achievement for this game to get. That would be fun. Especially knowing the one tomorrow, like if we can just like lock it in, it takes 40 minutes, like that kind of idea. I'd be very happy with that. It's always bad when you never see the floor, like for so long. Oh, Jesus. We're close. We're slowly getting ever closer as well, which is nice. I'm going to also crack open the can of Coca-Cola. Oh, not that one, because I've just pinged the fucking thing the wrong way. Shit. Fuck it, I can't do that with one hand. Jesus. Oh man, so tired now as well. This is also sometimes the flaw of the, hey, let's play a cam game. Because then I'm like, oh, no, we're too cam. But I think it's getting late as well. I don't want to go like fucking mental. But as I say, it's been good to just have a wee chat. Especially as I say, like next week's going to be a good week, as I say, for streaming. With us working the Monday, Saturday, Sunday. As I say, I'm going to try and get a lot more card gaming sort of stuff done. And when the podcast drops, there's going to be some inclinations to some other content getting done that I've been trying to do for a while, hobby related content that we now have like a super push to doing, which is even funnier. It's so mental the way the hobbies are going to merge back up. It's crazy. here we go. We're super close now. So what I'm hoping is that these two being complete have like a fucking have even more money for the selling of them is what I'm hoping for, so we can make this one last push to maybe get the right amount. Upgrade strength. What's the other one? Unlock the secret room. Damn, that was worth a shot. Yeah, we'll see. Oh man, yeah, I don't think this gets us to the big number. I have a small feeling, and I'm going to hate saying this, I have a small feeling that making the amount of money you require from everything else might require us to do so. I don't even know how that works. 'Cause how am I going to end with less money? So buy all the upgrades. Missing this one photo. See again, maybe with all of this getting purchased and then this, fuck. I'm not too sure. Right, we need to find this fucking photo though. Right, we're going to start from this. We're going to start from this area. Oh, wait. Right, so area number 1. Do not see a Fajoti. No. Don't see Fajoti. Come down here. Crouch. Make sure none of these are openable. I don't think they are, to be fair, but no. I wonder. No joke. What is it? Also, just check here for a second. No, that's fine. What's the chances there's one behind the door in the garage? And you wouldn't see it because it's shut. Bastard. Do you know what? It was worth a shout. It was worth a shout, but shit. Make sure none of these are the Fajotis it's asking for. Right, so let's just check. There's one up there. There's one up there. And I found the one that was there as well. Infiltrate the secret room. So we have to buy all the upgrades / find this Fajoti. Definitely not here. Um, shit off. What is this fucking 40? I'm more amazed that it's not. And there was one that was here and it was like in that spot. Ah, shit. I might actually have to fucking cheat and quickly Google where the fuck this photo is. And I got the one that was up there. Then, oh my goodness, where is this fucking picture? Damn it. It's not it there. Shit. Ah, come on. Where can this be? Where can this photo be? I actually thought there was one over here somewhere. I'm now not seeing it. I can't tell if I've like Mandela affected myself. The only thing I want to know is earn an immense number of shake leaves. 656 was the best I got at some point. I don't entirely know. I think the only way I could have got that, I don't even know how. I don't even know how I got that. I'll need to Google how you get that because that one makes no sense. That one we're going to get. That one we're going to get if we can get this one. We basically got two that are connected to each other specifically. Like we've got two specifically that complete all the mystery photos, and their all objectives are both actually linked to each other, and it's annoying me. The only thing I can think of would be if I go to the secret room. Potentially, was there one before you get to the end? Maybe. And is that the one I'm forgetting? Right, so like for instance, I want it not. So I don't actually want it to go down right now until I'm going to just have to Google it because in my head I don't want to fuck this up. Alright, I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google it because I feel like I know where it is. I've seen it and I can't see it now, for instance. But so, locations. Right, so somebody says, right, so I can't find the very last one as far as I know. So the front porch on the railing we got. Behind the basketball court goal we got. The right corner of the garage we got. On the board left side of the wall, yep. We got the grill area, which is pretty obvious at the grill. The basement is the furthest left, and on top of the power box. It's in the greenhouse area. No. Shit. Right, there's... Somebody says it's on the... Found it. Ah, you bastard. Do you know the worst part is as well? I found that one before. So I can't actually think of which one it was. Ah, yeah, fucker. Right, okay, so we're going to now go through here. Because we can complete this one. Because once you drop down here, that's you stuck. That was why I didn't want to fuck that up. Yeah. Right, this is then going to let us get all the objectives one. Oh, it's not even going to let me tab now. Shit, see if I fuck that up now. Oh, I did. No. Actually, we should be fine. We should be fine. No, I fucked it. I did. Oh no. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. We're going to watch this. Because I'm an idiot. I forgot to upgrade all the equipment. I don't know if I can do this after the fact, but we're about to hopefully find out. Yeah, I fucked it. That took us 2 hours to do that. Yeah, I fucked it. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Upgrade all the fucking equipment was what I was meant to do. So the thing with that one there, that one's doable. I think I know how to do it. This one as well though, 700, like, I think what that requires us now doing is, you must not, what I think you must have to do is like, oh god, I don't even know how that one, that one I think is just, so we had 655, so 656 is what we did last time. I think there's a way that you would actually, what you would actually have to do for that one specifically, I think you would have to collect all of the stuff. See, in like one area, for instance, you'd have to collect it all. Probably you couldn't, you would probably have to use the rake over the leaf blower as well for cash, for instance, because if you think about it, that 50 in that scenario would have been that, along with all of the, because I think if you spend, I don't know how this works. In fact, I wonder if it's because you have to spend it. Maybe if we'd unlocked everything. Fucker. Yeah, it's so annoying. So if I go to resume, for instance, like, oh my god, that actually worked. Oh my god, that actually worked. Oh, now I'm happy with myself. But the problem now, though, is, yeah, that would basically be it. Aye, okay. That's kind of fun. I do enjoy these weekend games. That was fun. But yeah, at some point we're going to try and do it for the 40-minute achievement. And then, as I say, it's like things like this. For instance, that one costs for free, and you just rake them all into it. That one costs 3. That one costs 3, so that's 6. That's 12 you've spent. This one requires you to pick it all up, to be fair. So 12, 25 I think that was. Yep, 25. So actually spent 37, 57, 67, number. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. So yeah, the idea would basically be for the 40-minute one, you can't do that via the same time as getting the other one, but with the other one, it would be very much required in just picking up the leaves as we go. That one I might do offline to be fair, because that sounds like fucking suffering. Because yeah, essentially, if we just didn't buy the stick, if we didn't buy this and didn't buy this, for instance, I'm actually pretty sure that achievement was just done, which is bad. So yeah, we'll figure that one out. That was fun though, right? I am though going to save and exit that. We're going to tap out everybody. I have had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you very much everyone for joining. Much appreciated. I know this was just to be Friday night fucking throwaway stream kind of thing, but I always find it fun, and we always get every so often to play like a nice wee fun casual game. But yes, tomorrow I should be live 2 PM. We'll be playing something, as I say, maybe a bit of Stardew, maybe a bit of DVD, maybe a bit more of this, just to try and get those 2 achievements. To be fair, could be quite fun. We'll figure it out. We'll see what we're vibing with. I also have to try and really get a lot of other shit done as well, so we might also be in a kind of like reduced capacity. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to tap out everyone, going to get some dinner. Hope you all have a good rest of your night. I hope you all have a good weekend, and I'll see you all tomorrow for some form of stream, but we'll see what happens. Catch you later on, everyone. Bye.